Everybody, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. More important if you're still here. I won't even lie, it's been a bit of a minute since I've made any type of content on YouTube, especially any long form content on YouTube. For example, a whole game, Paralives, which is what you're seeing, has now come out, and this is the first video I'm making it over it, and to be fair, this video itself is incredibly old. The voiceover is not old. I'm filming the voiceover on August 13th, 2026, so depending on how soon I get this up, that might be like tonight, that might be tomorrow, who knows. So basically, I am making a speed build, so we're back, baby. We're locked in, but I'm going to give some life updates and some maybe much needed context to where I've been this entire time. So I figured what better way to do it than just do it over with a voiceover. I'm going to try my best to keep up, because honestly, I'm watching this with you guys and trying to figure out what it is that I did. All that I know is that I made an apartment inspired by me and my fiance's apartment, which that's the other thing. You guys probably don't even know this. I got engaged. That happened probably over a year or two now. So yeah, I got engaged on our anniversary, September 25th, 2025 or 2024, one of the two. I'm pretty sure it's 2025 because it hasn't been all that long since we got engaged, but yeah, that happened. And I'm going to talk about some maybe not so fun things, so trigger warning if you're not really in the headspace to listen to, how do you say it, like deceased parents, then maybe skip a bit, or maybe come back when you're ready. I'm going to be talking about it a little bit. I won't get too much in detail with it, but I feel like I want an outlet to talk about it. So here's where I'm going to talk about it. So basically last year, I'm not really sure if I posted much about it on here. I probably did not. Maybe I did, maybe I did not. I posted a GoFundMe, so we could, gosh, this is really hard to talk about. So we could, do the proper things for my dad. He did pass away, last year, and that was honestly the hardest thing I've ever had to kind of go through. If I'm being honest, I feel like I'm so young to go through something like this, and frankly, I just feel like my life has not been the same since then. I can't even, I feel like I process things differently, I think about things differently. I just feel like a whole ordeal of things have come about since then, and so that happened, and I don't know, it just changed a couple things for me. And then on top of that, last year I was going through a bunch of just friendship debacle and losing a really good friend, and that was really hard to kind of navigate and do, because I don't know, it's really hard to navigate so much loss, and I just had so much loss last year. It's not even funny. But yeah, that happened. We were able to raise money for the GoFundMe. So if you did donate to that, thank you so much. You guys are literally the greatest. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for thank you for getting it out there. And also, if you hear sniffling, that's my dog. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, and then so I guess let's talk about something else. So after that, me and my fiance moved to another apartment, which was once again stressful because we were doing it kind of in the middle of a semester, but I guess it was fine. I don't know. It was definitely a struggle to have to move, because once again, trigger warning, I was talking to my dad about the apartment, of how we're gonna do this and this so he can kind of get up into the apartment, because he used to move around in a mobility chair and stuff like that. So he always used to be like, oh well, I can go on the grass, and I'm like, bestie, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Anyways, sorry, I'm reminiscing. Like I said, this is me talking outlet, so I'm trying to catch you guys up with where I've been. Besides that, I think the next thing that's been keeping me kind of busy and preoccupied and kind of away from making content at least the way I used to. I have been posting a lot on TikTok, and it's for some reason easier, and I know that I've posted shorts in the past, so I don't have an excuse not to post on here. So I am sorry about that, because I know a lot of people that follow me on here don't really use TikTok or whatever have you. You guys made that quite clear when I did my first giveaway, so that's why I haven't done it in a while. And also just a lot of other things. I'm rambling. This whole video is me rambling, sorry. I'm also looking at me like moving this table around. I'm like, what am I trying to do here? I don't know. I'm trying to do something, so we're going to just move along. So back to college. So if I'm being honest, college has been a bit of a journey. By the time I'm filming this, once again, I don't know when I'm going to post this, because I'm not going to listen to this back, because I'm talking about a lot of like very scary things. God, Terry, pick a table. God, sorry. Talking about a lot of scary things, so I don't know if I'm ever going to listen to this back, or I'm just going to post it, because I know this would help somebody if they're trying to like kind of go through the grief of like friendship, family, da. But anyways, school. So college has been tearing me a new one. I'm not sure how much I've talked about being in college on YouTube. I know that people who follow me on TikTok, they know all about my college debacles and other stuff. But it's been difficult. I'm in the home stretch. I'm going to be, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be graduating in December. So hopefully hopefully that happens. The only reason I say that I hope that it happens is because, a very pessimistic outlook when it comes to my ability to do things, if you understand what I mean. So I just, yeah. But I'm actually doing really well. If I'm at the time recording this, I passed QuickBooks. For summer semester, so let me back up. So for this past summer semester, I did QuickBooks. What else did I do? I did like Microsoft Business Computer Applications, some stuff, and then I did economics. And let me just I'll put my mic down for a second. Let me just tell you guys the hell I had to go through for like this econ class. If you're someone who's trying to go to college or going to go to college soon, and you're like, man, I could bust out this like quick, little core class, whatever have you, and like a short amount of time, easy peasy, and you think it's the easiest class ever, maybe, just maybe, don't be like me, and maybe like look up a couple videos what actually it is, because from the description from what my college put on there, economics was just like looking at graphs and doing this, and I was like, oh, that sounds easy. No, it was a whole bunch of reading, and I don't mind reading, but the content I was reading was like not my cup of tea at all. I hated it. And also, I'm not sure if everyone else's college does this, but I was doing my assignments through McGraw-Hill, and they have these concepts, and oh my god, I hated those concepts so bad. I hated it so bad, because like you can't progress unless like you get like a decent-ish grade, or like you just get more questions, and you won't progress. And it was like not good for my mental health either at all, because I was just like, this is terrible. This is horrible. And also on top of that, it was a lot more math heavy than I thought. Once again, I wasn't thinking, I don't know why I thought that like econ, something that would just be, I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know. It just was not great. I got humbled quickly. Because up until then, all my classes were just like writing classes, and like I took like a philosophy class out of nowhere, and it was like a no-brainer. It really was like a no-brainer at all. And then I got these classes. Oh my god. So yeah, econ, that class went on from I think June 1st to May 1st. No, May 1st to June 1st. Oh my god, I mixed that up. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of how that went. So then after that, once that class was over, things got a little easy for me. A little. Mostly because I wasn't taking 3 classes, one of them being like so time consuming and I had nothing else to do with my time. You know what I mean? So after that, I was taking, like I mentioned, what was it? Oh, by the way, the class was called microeconomics. So not even like I feel like not even the hardest ones. I'm just like not very smart when it comes to that. Anyways, so then I was taking business computer application something MOS. I don't know. I got a certification in that, which I'll get to that in a second because I have a very funny story time of like how my testing went. It was very funny. One thing at a time, sorry. Well, actually, no, let's talk about the business and then we'll talk about QuickBooks because QuickBooks is where, like, the drama comes in. So basically with my computer class, it was one of those classes where it's like, I didn't really read too much in depth of what it really was. I thought it was really just gonna be presentations and like, you go to like making docs and like stuff like that, which to be fair, it was, but it was also Excel. And if you had any experience with Excel in the past, like however long, you know. And if you don't know, it is like the bane of my existence. Now, keep in mind, I do use Excel for my job, but I guess looking back now, it's very, 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 how do you say, very minute. I only copy paste and like insert things in a certain cell and copy paste, and that's all I thought it was going to be. When I found out that Excel had like formulas you had to put in, and if you didn't do it this way, then it's going to be wrong, and oh my god, it was terrible. I actually like hated it so much. Hi, Nugget. Hi. Sorry, I'm picking up my dog, so if you hear me breathing, that sounds unreasonable. That is my dog. She's very curious about the speed build, which, by the way, I'm not putting a face cam on because I look really rough. I just got off work, so we don't need to see that. We just don't need to see that. So yeah, that happened. Honestly, for someone who does not consider themselves tech savvy, I passed that class and passed the exam with pretty decent grade. I can't remember what score I got in it, but I passed, so I'm certified in that. So, that's cool. Now for QuickBooks. So for the reason why I took QuickBooks, because I had a choice between either taking QuickBooks or taking accounting. I took accounting 1 the fall semester, and I struggled like no other. I think the only reason why I did decent in accounting is because my fiance is taking with me, and my fiance is very, very, very good at everything, particularly math. The majority of everything is right about everything and whatever have you. Like it's astonishing the things that they can do. And they're always so like, oh, I'm not that good. Meanwhile, they're the one who's tutoring me on how to do stuff, and they are sounding like a whole teacher and stuff like that. I always tell them all the time, like, you should be an engineer or something that's math related. I don't know. They're just so smart. So, so there's that. And then, so then when it came time to do my summer classes, which by the way, I would not regret, I regret taking summer classes, but I kind of do them, kind of don't. I took it and selfishly, real quick. I put the cat and the dog picture because they represent our cat and dog. If I remember to put a picture up, I might do that. If not, I will, I'll make like some shorts and I'll put it there. But yeah, there was meant to be like our cat and dog, but there's no pets in the game at this time. Also, if you're wondering like, why is it so dark in here? It's because I'm filming this before they update the lighting and stuff like that. And also, for whatever reason, I'm doing this at night. I guess I was trying to catch a vibe. I don't know why I'm doing this, like, and it's so dark in, like, the apartment. But I guess I like to build things at night. I don't know. So, let's get to the test taking portion. Also, this is needing to be 30 minutes long. I'm yapping a lot. I'm really sorry. Like I said, grab a snack. I'm talking here. So, comes exam time. And I won't get into details of how irritably hard it was just to get to this test, and considering I didn't want even to take this test, but my professor was just he was so sweet. He did all he could to help me get to where I needed to be to take the test, and I even like warned him. I was like, I just don't think I'm gonna pass this test. I don't see a world where I did. But he was like, no, you got this, you do it. I didn't pass that QuickBooks test. I didn't, and I felt really, 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 really guilty about it. And I still to this day feel kind of guilty about it because he just did so much to get me there, and I did try. I did try, but QuickBooks, just let me know. Not let me know. Let me just tell you, I should not be anyone's accountant. I promise, like, my hand across my heart or whatever. Across my heart, I do not hope to die. I should not be anyone's accountant. I struggled. The only reason why I passed that class is that my fiance was just, like, right with me, hand and foot, helping me do the assignments and stuff like that. But anyway, so back to the test taking. So I get there. I do my QuickBooks just fine. I flunked it really bad, and the proctor was so sweet. She was like, "Oh, well, like, do you want to take the? Oh, finally, I fixed the lighting. Godly. Do you want to go and take your other exam?" And honestly, after failing that one, I was just so heartbroken that I failed. I was like, I need a minute. Like, no, I was like on the brink of tears. So you know what I did? I basically went to my counselor and I was like, "Oh my God, if I don't pass this, and like, I don't know." And she was like, "Calm down, it's fine. You're gonna do great. You're gonna pass it. I didn't know this, but you can get a 60 and like still be good with like to pass." Now, granted, I wouldn't recommend it if you're someone who's in college or school, whatever, listening to this. Maybe don't do that. You hear me? Don't do that. Sorry, I got really close to the mic. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. So, after boo-hooing in her office, but she was so sweet, I feel like I came to her such on high emotion. I don't think she was expecting that. But anyways, so I went in there. I was talking to my mother-in-law because she was going to be picking me up after I was done. And I was like, "I just don't think I'm going to pass this." And I just da-da-da. And she was like, No, you're going to do so great. You're going to do good. You're so smart. And over have you. Like, she was just, like, I love her down. Like, that, like, just love her down. And I remember just being like, you know what? Whatever happens, I'm going to pass regardless. I don't have to be here right now, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for me. For me. Okay, sorry. I'm being a little dramatic. Okay, so this computer test, right? So this is a lesson before you take a test. Maybe, just maybe, I don't know. Maybe, like, I don't know, like, make sure that you're taking the right one, check your testing codes. I ended up walking in there. Maybe I was tired, maybe I was nervous, or just, like, my brain was just goop, so I don't know. I went in there and took the wrong test to begin with. Now, for starters, right? The first time I went to go take the test, right, the computer that I was working on was not working for some reason. Like, it kept giving me a pop-up and I couldn't, like, navigate on the project, so I had to get someone to sorry, I got distracted. Someone talking at the outside. Oh, did you hear that, you nugget? Come here. So sorry, I got distracted again. So, gosh, guys, what was I talking about? Oh, no. Oh, someone's really honking. I'm sorry. It's really distracting me. Okay, sorry. This is a very long voiceover. This is the longest I've ever talked on here, and I'm sat here like, squirrel? Okay, sorry. So then I had to call a proctor over to help me fix it. I had to get her supervisor to help me because she was like, "Oh, he's going to be back. He's taking a lunch." So I disturbed some guy's lunch. I feel so bad for whatever. Someone is really honking. Oh my God, I'm sorry. It's really distracting me. I hope you guys can't hear that. I highly doubt you guys can hear that because it's very faint. But anywho, so after he got me set up on another computer, I sat there and was looking at the test, and I was like, I don't know how to make like a this, that, and the third. And I was like, let me just like, ask. So I got up and I'm like, "Hey guys, I understand if like this is like against whatever. Can I please like look at the my phone and like see and make sure I'm taking the right test?" They're like, "Yeah, whatever, sure, go for it." So I did that. And that's a really pretty railing. Sorry. I did that and I realized I was taking the expert version of the test. I am no expert. And when I tell you, I was like, "Oh, why is it dark again in this gosh darn build?" I swear, I'm so sorry. It's so dark in there. But basically, I was taking the expert exam, and I was just like, that's not right. That's not right at all. So then I had to ask them, I was like, hey, can I please, like, take me like a different test or the one I'm actually supposed to take? And they were really nice about it, and they actually let me do it. And I passed that one with, with ease. Thank goodness I actually asked. So if you ever worry about something, advocate for yourself. Don't ever feel like you're, who am I kidding? I don't know. Sorry, I swear I'm in such good spirits right now. I'm just, you gotta laugh at it. You really, really gotta laugh at yourself sometimes. I never been such a goofy goof ever. Okay, so I think that kind of wraps up what I was gonna say about how my life updates. I won't get into too much of the friend stuff because, like, just know that, like, it just was not good, but I had to do what was best for me, and I had to, like, I guess, put me first and stuff. And, like, sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta do the hard stuff in life, and sometimes that's just kind of how it be. Sometimes you're not meant to understand why things are the way they are, and sometimes you're meant to just be confused. And that closure that you're dyingly hoping for, it's just not gonna happen, and that's okay. You can find closure within yourself, and make peace with that. Okay. That's enough of my long tangent. What am I doing? Oh my God. Sorry. I don't know what I'm. Oh, am I trying to make a little doily with that? Oh, that's really cute. Did I end up keeping that? Like I said, I don't remember. Your guess is as good as mine. I filmed this in May, I think. Whenever the game came out. That's when I filmed. Hi, you're breathing like really loud. Can y'all hear that? Sorry, this is more like a phone call more than it is like a speed build. I'm not talking about a lick of this speed build. We're like a quarter way through. No, so if you're looking at the money, you're like, man, you're still going in? Yeah, I am. I think I spent basically all the money in this here build. So, oopsies. So what else do I want to talk about during this speed build? I don't know if there's anything else I want to talk about. Oh, well, I guess I can talk about, like, the games I've been getting into. I've been getting into a lot of Palworld. One of my besties that I streamed with a little bit ago, who ironically does also love Palworld as well. So if you're hearing this, hi bestie. But basically, if you're not familiar with Palworld, I don't know how to describe it other than calling it like if Pokemon met like Minecraft, met like survival game, I guess. I don't know. I'm not good at describing that. You may need to look that up. But it's a really fun game. And basically, I was being a menace during the early stages of my leveling. So basically, I think I was like level 20 or so, or maybe even like level 30. And my best friend, she was, I think maybe like level 60 or 70 at the time. I don't know. She's like way past that level now. Like she's like max level, which is like absolutely insane. If I, and maybe at some point I will figure out if I can show you like the base. I don't know how to do that because I'm playing on console. So if you know how to record things from like a PlayStation and like import on your computer, let me know, and I would show you guys a little bit because it's like gnarly. Like I mean it, because like the pals are really cool looking. They're huge, and also I've been playing Power for a little bit. I stopped I think sometime last year, and I didn't realize. Like, I think after I stopped, they were still in beta, and now I'm pretty sure that they're fully out and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure the game is fully out now and stuff like that. And I remember getting into the game, and I was like, oh my god, there's so much that's different. There's so much. And she was like, no, this has always been here. I'm like, really? Have I just, like, not, like, seen this part of the game? The game is huge. The map is huge. But anyways, I, for whatever reason, would try to take my small, like, my low-leveled self to like the levels that she was going to, which were like level 50, level 40 and stuff like that. And she was like, Terry, please, if there's something you want here, like a pal you want here, please just tell me and I'll get it for you, please. And I thought that was so funny. But anyway, there was one time where it was me, my fiance, and our friend, or our best friend, whatever. I'm going for her as a friend because I don't really share like my real life people's names on here, and without asking them, and obviously I've been filming this voiceover like forever, like, in advance, so yeah, so we'll just refer to her as best friend. So basically we're exploring with best friend, and she was like, okay, I'm about to go further deeper, like, into this other That's the first time I saved. That's crazy. I'm going on deep into this island. You guys need to go. And I was like, well, like, this island's really pretty. It's like super pink and like it's like really mountainous. Maybe you guys may know what I'm talking about if you've played Power World. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's not snowy. It's like purpley. I don't know. It's super pretty. And basically, I was like, hey, look, I'm gonna sit on my mount and I'm gonna watch you like kick butt. I'm gonna watch you kick ass, basically. And she was like, okay, you know, and at first it was fine. I was watching from the sidelines. It was really impressive because like she has like this Fox Sparks, which she calls Doom with like 5 O's and stuff like that. And it does go Doom. Like it's like an insta kill type thing. And it's so cool. And I was like in awe watching. The next thing I know, my ass getting shot out of the sky. Like one-shotted out of the sky. My mount died. I'm in the water. All that's left of me is I'm turned upside down, feet up in the air, and she's like, "Look at me go! See this, Terry? Look at me go, Terry!" Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, hey, bestie," and she was like, "What? I'm dead." She was like, "You're dead?" It happened so quick. I can't even describe. It just happened all so quick. And she was like, oh, shoot, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, you told me to leave. And I obviously did not want to listen at all. Clearly, I was being, like, just, I don't even know. Oh, goodness. What's the matter? Sorry, I think we have a package coming. So if you hear any growling, it's also my dog. She hates when people deliver us packages and stuff like that. I'm sorry, Nugget. It's okay. But thank you for letting me know that there's still a package here. We're getting close to wrapping up this long speed build and stuff like that. We really are. So that happened. Nowadays, sorry, I'm getting back to my Power World talk. So nowadays I am level 53. I've been exploring by myself. I've been killing bosses left and right by myself. It's been great. If I knew how to stream on my console, I totally would, but I absolutely do not know how to do that at all. So, you're going to have to just trust me through my stories. And if you guys like these, then I would definitely would not mind telling you about my gameplays as I do them. Also, I'm so sorry. One more tidbit thing. Trigger warning once again. I'm talking about my dead dad again. What's so sick about that whole ordeal is when I found out, right? Me and my friends. It was my fiance, best friend's boyfriend, and I think also my fiance's sibling was there. I can't really remember. It was a lot of us that were playing Fortnite. You guys, we were on a roll. We were getting them. We were doing a dang thing, man. We were really cooking, and we had a losing streak before, and then I don't know. It just one thing led to another, and my mom was like calling me, and I was like, let me answer her after this game. I felt I felt really bad because why? I get up, off the couch. By the way, I found out that moment I started my period because it's like all over the couch. So there's that, right? But then on top of that, I'll call my mom. My mom calls my fiance, and my fiance looks at me in horror and is like, "You need to call your mom back." And I was like, okay. So I go to the bathroom, getting ready to, go to the bathroom, clean myself up. And that's when she told me. That is when she told me, and I was like, oh, so you mean when you were calling me and I was playing my stupid Fortnite game, that is when, wow. So I kid you not, to this day, I have not touched that game a single time. I have not. And I refuse to touch that game. I cannot. So I think the last time I went into that game, I was buying the Loewe skin. And just, getting in the app was causing me so much stress. I can't even tell you guys, how much stress it was causing me. It was terrible. It was absolutely horrible. So, yeah, needless to say, I don't play Fortnite anymore. And it's for the best because now I'm playing Overwatch, which is, well, I guess I'm not playing Overwatch right now, but I have been playing Overwatch. My favorite people to play is Mercy. If not Mercy, I like to play any of the characters that are big man, right? There's also this robot character. I can't remember his name, but he has the bird on his little finger. I I like to play him occasionally. I'm not very good. I'm not very good at the game, but it's okay. I'm not here to be good at the game. I'm here for good vibes. You know what I'm saying? So, oh my god, this is such a mess. This whole, like, voiceover is such a mess. But, yeah, that, also, yeah, as you can see, I spent all of our money. I had $20 left. And I think we are kind of also getting to the conclusion of this speed build. I'm hoping that I gave you guys a little overview. Okay, hi guys. So I in fact did not give you guys an overview of the speed build, so here I am kind of showing you that right now. So here's a top-down view of like basically the entire apartment. There's a little balcony. There's a living room. I also put a closet. I didn't really do much in the closet, so ignore that. I also didn't decorate the bathroom either because I'm a mess. And this is the study / office space. Once again, didn't put anything in those cubes. This is the lacquer of bedroom decoration I put in there. Eventually I'll need to play more so I can put more stuff. And yeah, that's the patio. And then also, if you're wondering, this is what our pairs look like. Please don't judge them. This is the first time I've ever played this game, and this is my first attempt. I don't think I did all that bad. But yeah, that's in the speed build. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And thank you so much. And I'm going to leave you guys here. Bye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye.